Kovalchuk of Ukraine. 17 touches for him, 17 victories in the seeding round of the fencing, taking his place ahead of the men's individual final. We'll begin with the fencing direct elimination, one of 5 disciplines to keep us entertained over the next hour and a half. Those are your 18 stars, and we look forward to getting underway with fencing.
Looks very chilled out there, doesn't he?
Yeah, nice little hand touch from him. 4-0, just needs one more now to progress through. It's going to be tough for Nechik to come back from that. Double touch ends things cleanly.
Yeah, that's a great performance by Oral as he moves on now to the semi-finals. Good stuff. So, you can still see in the top right-hand corner, Elashka versus Kovalchuk. It's 3-3.
5 seconds on the clock.
5 seconds to go. Kovalchuk needs to find a touch, doesn't he? Murtaz Mohammed, star of the show last year. Kovalchuk.
Yeah, Murtaz Mohammed, one of the most impressive athletes on course. Here we go then, big wheel into the tilting ladders. He's improved a lot since the juniors in Lithuania. Propels himself forward, over, under, and through. Murtaz goes
into the flying hoops. Loses a bit of time, and Kovalchuk coming back strong there, Mariam.
Yeah, good recovery then from Kovalchuk as they go through the big steps into the globes. Now skips the first one, Murtaz, and they're both neck and neck now. Who's going to be able to get out of the globes first? It is Murtaz going up the wall now. It's not going to be quite under the 30-second mark. It is 32 seconds for Murtaz and 33 for Kovalchuk.
Yeah, very tight battle that between those two. Just 3 points separates them. That puts Murtaz into 3rd place. And it's very tight between those 3 athletes.
Yeah, all within the same range now. Swimming should put Murtaz in a better position.
Within contention of a medal. That's how tight this competition is proving to be. In lane 1, it's Murtaz Mohammed. In lane 2, Yuri Kovalchuk. In lane 3, it is Shaban. In lane 4, Jean-Baptiste Mosia. Lane 5, Roberto Michele. In lane 6, Shifan G. Here come the athletes now out onto the field of play. They'll line themselves up in front of those start blocks. And this, Mariam, is one of the quickest pools on the circuit, so we could see some quick times.
Yeah, I think Murtaz Mohammed put in a good time in these semis and looking to replicate that here. He does need as much points as he can heading into the laser run. He's, I think, still in contention for a medal position.
Roberto Michele's a quick swimmer as well. Jean-Baptiste Mosia, we know, is a very good laser runner. Mazen Shaban had real momentum behind him yesterday. Yuri Kovalchuk will be looking to boost himself up the rankings. And Shifan G, currently in 18th place, is still only within 30 seconds or so, maybe a little bit further, perhaps 39 seconds behind those medal positions. All still to play for here as the swimming discipline gets underway. Heat 1 of the swim is underway over in the pool, which is just a stone's throw away of the main arena here in Budapest. So, first 25 meters passed in a flash. Murtaz Mohammed could well be the quickest in the pool. Shifan G will give him a good run for his money as we approach the first 50 meters. The athletes turn, and it is indeed Murtaz in 1st place. Kovalchuk's up into 2nd place. Shifan G in 3rd place. Roberto Michele in 4th. Shaban in 5th, and Jean-Baptiste Moser is in 6th place, but not much between them after these first few lengths. Good start this from everyone, really, Mariam?
Yeah, we're approaching the halfway mark, and these athletes are looking quick in the pool, and namely Murtaz Mohammed now. This is major points he's making up here in the pool. It's going to help his case when it comes to laser run, but these athletes are all incredible. Look at that. Murtaz Mohammed in 1st, and in 2nd place, Roberto Michele. Shifan G has moved down into 3rd. Kovalchuk in 4th, Shaban in 5th, and Mosia in 6th.
Talk to us about the importance of getting the turn right as well, because a big part of the 25-meter pool is actually contested underwater.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a large portion of the race, especially when you're talking about a 25-meter pool. These athletes want to conserve as much energy as possible, but also take advantage of what they can. So the push off the wall gaining that momentum back is a bit tough if you don't get that turn right, and then using that momentum, continue on and do a proper streamline to get yourself up the water's surface. And here we go, final turn now for Mutaz Mohammed.
Part of pentathlon is working to your strengths, and Mutaz Mohammed, such a quick swimmer, is working to his strengths here in the final 25 meters of this first swimming heat. He's flying towards the finish blocks. Mutaz Mohammed of Egypt with the fastest time. It's sub 2 minutes at 1:59.51 for Mutaz Mohammed. Roberto Michele with a 2:01.58 in second place. Kovalchuk in third. Fourth goes to Shifan G. Fifth place goes to Morsia, and Shaban rounds off the top 6 for swimming heat 1. The athletes then head to the shooting range on lap 2, where they have to firstly get 5 targets on the 10-meter range. They'll do that 4 times in the next 4 laps, and then the first over the finish line will win gold. Alashkar will start the race in first place with a good sizable lead, but who knows what could happen. This is modern pentathlon. A lot of work goes into getting you into this situation, and Mohammed Alashkar leads away with a massive gap. It's 25 seconds over him and Mihaly Kolesar. Let's be honest, most people in this stadium will be rooting for Kolesar, but Alashkar has his fair share of support as well, not just here in the stadium, but for those of you tuning in back home, watching in Egypt. Good luck to Alashkar. It's a big moment for him. Mihaly Kolesar is boosted off the line there by the expecting Hungarian crowd. Kalaminskis moves off in third place. Nedchik in fourth. Could be about to put his mark on things. An under-17 European world champion last year at the European under-17s. He was pretty formidable.
Yeah, Mutaz Mohammed off the blocks, another medal prospect, one of the greatest athletes in the world.
You mentioned that just written down there, you think Kolesar might have jump-started?
I think he might have gone early. We'll get confirmation of that when he goes into the range for the first time, though.
That would be 10 seconds if it was. We'll find out. We'll see. 23 seconds was the gap at the last time of counting. That's 2 seconds less than it was. Can't afford to coast, can he? Nedchik's making a bit of progress through the field here. He's already got past Kalaminskis.
Yeah, so he moved up into that bronze medal position, but still lots more to go in this race as they head back into the arena. Mohammed Alashkar is already making his way back to the shooting range now.
So, around the field they go and off towards the inside part of the course. Alashkar is already inside and heading towards the shooting range for the first time. 19 seconds is the gap.
Yeah, it's away 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 or 6 seconds taken off by Kolesar. Where is Alashkar? Here he comes, round the corner. There is your race leader. Right. Whew. Heart in your mouth moment. Fans of Egyptian pentathlon, fans of Alashkar. Here we go. He begins his shooting campaign. Misses his first, but makes his second. It's good to get that one out of the way. 2 out of the 5 for Alashkar. 3 out of the 5 for Alashkar as Kolesar approaches the range. This is good shooting from Alashkar. 11-second shoot from Alashkar. That is a mighty fine time. How does Kolesar respond? This is good shooting from Kolesar so far. First 2 targets. 3 out of the 5 for Kolesar. 4 out of the 5 for Kolesar. It's a great shooting routine from Kolesar. Sub 10 seconds, and he's actually closed the gap even more.
This is very nervy, but I think it's Kalaminskis out of the range now. He's moved up into third, I think. Is Nedchik out of the range?
Nedchik, I think, was ahead. Kalaminskis, no, Kalaminskis is just ahead of Nedchik. What about James Hume? Well, Floral's gone ahead. Popov, Mutaz Mohammed, Chenal out the range. Looking further back. What about Morsia? He's not quite at the range yet. It's 14 seconds he's shaved off the gap. Nedchik moves back up into third place, by the way, back ahead of Kalaminskis.
Kalaminskis almost tripping there, but tight turns as they make their way back to the indoor arena.
That can't be right. The gap is not 5 seconds, surely. Surely not.
We'll see as they make their way in now, but Alashkar He's very much in the lead. He makes his way in, and it's actually 5 seconds. Look at that.
Oh my goodness me. Kolesar has closed that gap right up. Look at that. We regain coverage of our leaders. And Alashkar, well, something, I'm not sure what. He's lost a huge amount of time. Surely it's not just that Kolesar is flying around this track. Mariam, explain this.
No idea. I mean, he's losing a lot of time on track. Not sure if he pushed himself too far on that opening lap.
He didn't, though, because he lost time. Yeah, anyway, we'll reflect on what we know, and that is that these two are now neck and neck, and Kolesar has already pulled that gap right back. Are we going to see a double Hungarian gold in this arena? It was a first World Cup medal for Kolesar in Cairo. Alashkar makes his second shot. They're both struggling a little bit here, are they? Kolesar with 2 out of the 5. They're both on 2 out of the 5, 3 out of the 5 for both of them now. Does this bring some other athletes back into the fold? 4 out of the 5, and they're both away neck and neck. And Alashkar and Kolesar are both absolutely flying out there. This is a great race. Nedjic and Kalaminskas bring themselves back in, but Kolesar takes the race lead. Mutaz Mohammed is flying through the field. Lots of different narratives going on here. Has Alashkar saved a little bit of energy towards maybe the end of the race? I'm not sure, but Mihaly Kolesar is flying. He's made up 25 seconds and leads this race, but look out, here comes Nedjic.
Nedjic is following and chasing them down now. Look at the back of your shot. Mutaz Mohammed has moved up into 4th place now. He is dangerous from this position. We still have 2 more shooting routines to go. Anything could happen at this point. Alashkar trying to keep up with Kolesar now, but he is flying.
Mihaly Kolesar was a silver medalist, his first ever podium in the Pentathlon World Cup in the previous event in Cairo. He is looking nailed on to get back-to-back podiums, and could he be about to pick up his first gold? What can you do when you win silver to go one better? Win gold. And Kolesar enters the arena, much to the delight of the Hungarian partisan crowd, and he's opened up a gap over Alashkar. Alashkar's looking a little bit slower because Nedjic is now all over the back of Alashkar. Will Alashkar be able to hold on for a medal at this point? Well, we'll find out, because Nedjic is being absolutely... Oh my goodness me, Mutaz Mohammed is coming out of nowhere. We said he could be the one to watch, and here he comes. Whew, what's going on? 2 shooting routines to go. Do not step away from your TV for a second. Nedjic moves up into 2nd. Mariam, this is
intense,
madness.
And 2 Egyptians now are battling it out for the bronze medal. Next shooting series is going to be everything if Alashkar wants to gain back that position. Kolesar in the range now.
Mohammed is the one to watch. Keep your eye on him. Kolesar is back at the range, makes his first target, misses his second. 2 out of the 5 for Kolesar. Nedjic. Oh my goodness me. 4 out of the 5 for Kolesar. He's away. It's a sub-10 for Kolesar. That is just what the doctor ordered. What about further back? Nedjic just thought he'd got his 5th, but he needs to recompose himself. What about Mutaz Mohammed? What about Floro? Mutaz is away. Oh. Alashkar is struggling. He's an 18-second shoot, and I think that's Alashkar's gold medal interest possibly gone, because look at who's in front of him. Nedjic, Mutaz, Floro. Alashkar's a few seconds back, but it's a 7-second lead for now for Kolesar. Nedjic and Mutaz Mohammed. Look at Mutaz. Where is this acceleration coming from? This is unreal.
He is storming away now, and he can see gold in his sights. I don't think it's silver in his interests anymore. He is chasing down Kolesar and Nedjic now, about to overtake Nedjic. You think he's going to do that on the straight now. Getting closer and closer to Kolesar by the second. Look at that.
Mutaz Mohammed is running like a man possessed. He's moved up into 2nd place and has Kolesar all up in his face. It is now a battle between Mutaz Mohammed and Mihaly Kolesar. The battle for gold rumbles on. It's all to play for here in Budapest in this exhilarating final. Mutaz Mohammed takes the race lead. Unbelievable. He started in 9th place, 49 seconds behind the lead. He now leads heading into the penultimate shoot. Unbelievable from Mutaz.
This is incredible. If he's able to put on a good shoot here, Mutaz could be storming to gold now. But Kolesar is the fan favorite as Nedjic tries to overtake him here.
Story of the race so far, Multaz Mohammed starting in 9th, moving up into 1st place. We still have 2 shooting routines to go. In fact, no, it's 1. This is the final lap. It's so exciting, we lost count. But Multaz Mohammed, in fact, Mihaly Kolesar has dropped down to 3rd place now. It's all about who composes themselves now. We take a deep breath as we brace ourselves for the final shoots. Multaz Mohammed looking to pick up gold. Would it be his first gold?
This season, yeah.
Not ever. Final shooting routine. Multaz Mohammed with 2 out of the 5. 3 out of the 5 for Multaz Mohammed. Kolesar with 2 out of the 5. Multaz slowed down a little bit here. 4 out of the 5 for Multaz Mohammed. Who gets away first? Is it Kolesar or is it Multaz Mohammed? Multaz Mohammed is out of the race, but Kolesar is all over the back of him. Is that Hugo Fleureau that's made a last-minute dash as well? Nedjik's dropped back a little bit. Multaz, Kolesar, Fleureau and Nedjik all battling for gold on this final lap.
All-out sprint now for these athletes. It's all about who wants it the most. Look at Multaz. Look at all 4 limbs running.
Absolutely sprinting. He's sprinting off into the distance. Nobody is catching Multaz Mohammed at this rate, but moving up into 2nd place to break more Hungarian hearts. Hugo Fleureau, Nedjik now trying to get Kolesar off the podium. Are we going to see a podium for Nedjik? Well, Multaz Mohammed now looks like he's in a very good position. Hugo Fleureau is up into 2nd place. The Frenchman is flying through this final lap. Kolesar is still in a podium position. He seems to have saved possibly a little bit of energy for a sprint finish. It now seems to be who's going to be 2nd, who's going to be 3rd, and who's going to be 4th, because Multaz Mohammed has battled his way through the field. He started in 9th place, quite a way back, but the battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is going to rumble right on until the end. But the race winner will surely go to Egypt again. Multaz Mohammed, not just a star of the future, but a star of the present. It is gold for Multaz Mohammed. 2nd place is going right to the wire. I think it was Kolesar, it was. Kolesar snatches it away from Fleureau. Nedjik has to settle for 4th place. Kovalchuk comes home in 5th place. Elashkar has dropped down the field. We feel for Elashkar. Roman Popov crosses the line. There is Elashkar. Hume comes over the finish line to secure a top 10 finish.
We need a breather here because this has been quite the race. Gold, silver, and bronze all decided in that last lap. That was an epic performance from Multaz Mohammed. You have to give him that. And unfortunately for Elashkar, he dropped down, but congratulated his friend, and so does Hassan. Look at that. 2 teammates cheering each other onto that finish line. Beautiful job. And the Egyptians are definitely one team to watch out for. Yan Chen now coming across the line in 13th. Just a couple more athletes out there in the field. Michele going for a sprint finish here. He's gonna have to settle for 14th. And Christian Camiso drops down to 15th as Mazen Chaben makes his way back into the indoor arena. Goes back around now, and it is the final stages. 3 athletes on course, Chaben, G, and, well, Arol was withdrawn from the competition. Chaben making his way across the line now. Look at disappointment on his face as he does so, and Shifan G pushing in those final meters. Of course, we still have our post-race interviews with the winners, but let's take a look at the final standings. Multaz Mohammed in gold takes 1st place of this Budapest World Cup. Kolesar in 2nd, Fleureau in that bronze medal position, and dramatically so, Nedjik in 4th, Kovalchuk 5th, Popov in 6th. Looking further down the order, you do have to acknowledge that these athletes have been through 4 days of competition. Hamad Al-Ashqar, unfortunately, moving down 6 spots, leaves him at 7th place overall. James Hume in 8th, Murcia in 9th. And then we take a look further back. These are the 18 athletes who competed in today's men's final. Only 3 victorious here in Budapest, but very well deserved from all the athletes. It was hard enough to make it just to the finals, and they've done so in style. Points will be added to the
award ceremony for the men's final about to get underway.
Men's final. Welcome the athletes and
There's confirmation. UKR Floraux comes out in 3rd place.
I think that's the most confused I've ever been at the finish line. I think
it reminds me of the 2018 World Championships in terms of closeness.
Yeah.
Valentin Prads and Jamie Cook separated by 0.01, I think it was, of a second or something like that. And it was a photo finish. That was the case there as well, I think, wasn't it?
Yep. We don't get much of these, but when it happens, it's quite rare. Athletes lined up in front of their respective positions. UKR Floraux confirmed in bronze and Kolazar confirmed in silver. Mutaz Mohammed taking home the gold with an extended podium of Popov. There you have him.
In 5th place, representing Ukraine, YURIY
Kovalchuk. That epic finish that we had. Netchik just missing out on the medals in that final 100 meters there. It was a brilliant effort from him. I think he's a bit disappointed not to be on the podium. He was really, really close. 4th, 5th, and 6th on the extended podium there.
Congratulations. It's a really, it was a big deal for those athletes finishing on the extended podium. It does really make a difference to not just their stature in the sport, but their presence and their confidence going forwards. Well done to Akim Nedchik as well. He's such a young athlete, and really, really impressive stuff from him. Bronze then confirmed for UKR Floraux.
Hát nagy tapsot a francia versenyzőnek, egy szegény biztos, hogy ezt végigizmulta. Szerintem ő örül ennek a bronznak is, főleg, hogy honnan jött fel.
UKR Floraux absolutely delighted with bronze. It looked like it could have been silver for a second.
From Hungary, Mihály
Kolazar with bronze.
Presenting the silver medal, wielding Pentathlon, president of the Hungarian Modern Pentathlon Association, and Balázs Fűrjes, International Olympic Committee member. És mindemellett egyébként azt hadd mondjam el, hogy megkapja
Back-to-back silver medals to begin the season.
Balogh Gábortól, bocsánat, már itt össze-vissza át kellett írnom. Szóval Balogh
Mihály
Gábortól
Kolazar.
megkapja Marosi Ádámnak is az ajándékát. A legjobb
To go even better at his next podium visit.
egyedül volt, de hát ott van a dolog, egy óriási tapsot kérek szépen.
Enjoying himself in front of the home crowd. And it's been a good day for Hungary, hasn't it? Well done to him.
And the winner of the gold medal and title World Cup champion, representing from Egypt, Mutaz Mohammed.
And here he is, your World Cup champion. It's gold for Mutaz Mohammed. A very popular gold for him and the Egyptian team. And he's done it finally. Many silvers for him, but it's finally a gold. And UIPM President Rob Stall.
That's where he deserves to be after last season. He was almost going to qualify there in the Paris 2024 Olympics.
Trophy handed over by the IOC member. Mutaz Mohammed takes the gold.
Smiling from ear to ear there. Very well deserved from him. He's quite the emotional young fella. I think that's why he pushes that hard.
Nice to hear him talking about the disappointment. Nice to hear him talking about disappointment, but nice to hear him talking positively about the disappointment of not qualifying for the Olympics and then the elation of winning a World Cup gold. He's one to watch.
Winners then from the second World Cup of the 2025 season here in Budapest.
Mariam Amur getting very excited, understandably, because it's another gold for Egypt, and they continue in that rich vein of form as we begin to get used to by this incredible Egyptian team who just produce endless talent. Mihaly Kolazar congratulating Multaz Mohammed. Ugo Floro offering his congratulations as well.
All the athletes now bunching up on the podium for a group picture. Gold, silver, and bronze on your screen.